Welcome back to the Olimoleague. Once again, we're at Olimoleague number 174, and we're pretty much loaded into here to Ephemeron, which is going to be our first match of the day. Introducing the bottom right-hand side, it is Impact. And in the top left-hand side, the Chinese Zerg, it is Armani. Very cool. So Ephemeron, we've seen quite a few maps on here. I believe there's going to be the new maps very soon, as the patch comes out. I think next week, if I remember well. So yeah, we're pretty much going to see these two players. It's very standard. The meta for Zerg openings are quite defined right now. Actually, it's very much this hatchery first for both players, and into that third base and a baneling nest as well. It's only like in Diamond and Master Leagues and stuff like that we really see those early pulls, because I mean the pros just get so good at defending everything that they don't really need to do any cheeky openings anymore, because I mean you're just putting yourself behind. So that's why whenever we watch a meta evolve, we just see all the players just get way better and better at defending pretty much everything in terms of like openings. So it gets less and less aggressive over time, but as new maps come out and as new unit modifications come out as well, that's when you start to see meta shifts and certain timing attacks as well. So pretty much all the overlords going directly across the map. They do want still to make sure that the opponent has taken their natural. Normally the second overlord here either is going to spot towards a the front of the base just to see if any floods are coming out, or they're going to go towards the third base. So it looks like this overlord looks like it is roughly going towards this third. And if we take a look at that one, directly to the third as well. So the two main informations is going to be the natural and a third, as well as the rally points. So if they're making Zerglings and or drones. Both players as well. Starting up with those queens. Two guys off gas for Armani as soon as that speed starts as well. And how many did he pull off gas? 2 as well for Impact. So both of them playing pretty economically right now. They want to put as many drones on the minerals as possible. And you see so far very much equal. 20, 23, 23, and 4-4. Both the third bases are going to come out at pretty much the same time here. Armani at 232 and Impact. Slightly later, about 247. He probably squeezed in an extra drone there. Yeah, Impact is at 26, went down to 25. So it just delayed by a little bit. Doesn't really change anything in the long run, but it's just a note. Baneling Nest down for Armani as well. We do want to use those Banelings as defensively as possible. Ooh, these queens though, they're going overlord hunting. Except for that one right in front. Smartly enough though, Impact does bring it back. But Armani lives his in the front, and then as soon as he notices, boop, that's when you start stepping. You're going to kill it as well. And he's assisting it himself with his overlord there as well. So even though he tries to get towards the high ground, it's not going to work. And boom, that is down. Always big in the early game though, because you do want to make as the least amount of overlords as possible, as 100 minerals is pretty expensive early on. So definitely don't want to take those losses at all. That's the equivalent of basically 4 Zerglings. And now Impact's overlord is going to take Armani's place right there. Ooh, big Ling flood though, going across the map towards the third base. He doesn't want to put pressure on, and I don't know what the Ling count is right now. Looks like it's 22 for Impact to the 10 of Armani, so definitely an army advantage right there, and he's even pushing into the natural at the same time. Now, Banelings are coming in. There's no Banelings for Impact, but if he micros properly, he doesn't actually need to. Ooh, that was almost a big Baneling hit. That was a big one, though. And now the Ling count has pretty much equalized. It's 11-8 with 5 Banelings for Armani. So Armani pretty much in a really good position right now. He can't really take out this third base anymore. Okay, 2 for 1 Baneling. That's not bad right there. Overall, pretty favorable for Armani, I'd say. Now, Armani is going to go for that counterattack. Looks like, no. Impact is going to follow with the roaches. Armani is going to try and put a little bit more pressure with more Lings. He does have a lot more Lings, though. He has a total of, how many Lings? Like 13 to the 3. So he might actually catch Impact here as he's trying to do that roach transition. And the Queen's trying to help. That's not going to... I don't know if that's going to work that much. 2 drones going down. Every drone quite important. And that's actually equal. It's actually 33 for Impact and 34 for Armani. Armani's not letting up with the pressure, though. He's keeping up with the Zergling pressure. Although now that he sees the roaches, either he fully commits and tries to catch him before the transition finishes, or he's going to have to back off a little bit. Impact already has quite a little ball here of roaches. You can't just beat that with any massive links, but the links, what they can do is either surround just like that, or they can even go in the main. But it looks like Armani does opt to actually walk out there while poking the third right there, just to see what he can catch. Both missile upgrades are on the way for both players. However, the one for Impact is going to be a lot earlier as well. The links here are just scooting on over. They're just like they're walking around the front of the natural just to see if they have any openings. And but the thing is, Impact sees all of that with that overlord right there. So those links not going to do much for him right there. Lair though starts first for Impact. He's going to be the first one to attack. That link actually gets that drone there. Oh man, that drone just died. And all right, he's going to keep on with the Ling. So it's going to be a Ling Roach attack actually from Armani. And he's not going to do it with the missile upgrade. I think he wants to attack before then. But this is a massive army. He, however, responds... Ooh, okay. He's starting to build spine crawlers defensively. He knows that he's pretty damn committed to this. And he sees with the Overlord as well. That Ling is going to scout into the main base while he tries to poke in at the third base. So he's going to want to see what kind of openings he has. And I think Armani realizes that he doesn't have any. This Ling is really annoying. Can he actually get a drone? Oh my god, he got one, and he's still out. Okay, he's gonna die now, though. Or is he? No way. Hello? Okay, he's dead. Finally. That had a lot of scouting information. And the Lair actually only now finishes for Armani, so now he starts to speed. Speed is not that far ahead, though, for Impact, but... A timing is a timing is a timing, and he can definitely exploit that if he knows. Morphing that Overlord into an Overseer, as you know, when the morphing finishes, it actually restores it to full health, as we'll see in a second. There you go. So that's one way to save your Overlord right there. Okay. Now, over time, Armani's army is going to be a little bit weaker than Impact's, because Impact has a pure Roach army, pure Roach Ravager, whereas the Lings... here are in play for Armani, so that's going to be less good over time the bigger the army gets. But right now, it is really good to be able to tank a lot of shots for those roaches to actually deal damage. And right now, Armani has a slight supply lead with an 8 supply lead as well. And Knight is going into the main base of Impact. Can he deal with this on time? Looks like he already has roaches on the way. He's going to try and split push towards the front. The lane's going to the natural while the other army might poke at the front, the third here. Looks like he's not going to go for it. He's going to run into the links as he knows that okay, that didn't work at all. Spinecrawler is going to help defend those Nidus as well, and he wants to reinforce. Is it with the Queens? What is he reinforcing with? Just more roaches. He wants to get rid of that defender's advantage by rallying his army directly towards through that Nidus, basically. And look at all these roaches. Massive army, 110 army supply to only 100 by Impact. If he doesn't split everything perfectly, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Now the Biles actually come down, and that's going to force a lot of movement from Armani's roaches. And from there, I mean, the Concave seems better for Impact. And, you know, when you're forcing these movements, in the meantime, the roaches are still attacking, but more reinforcements through the Nidus Swarm. And there's an attack here in the natural base. I don't know how many workers he has. I mean, he killed, but I mean, Armani is slightly ahead. Oh my god, the Nidus actually popped here in the natural. Not a really good position, though, but he's going to try and make as much as he can as possible. He needs to get back to the Nidus really fast. Oh my god. Had he killed that Nidus fast enough, he would have lost that entire army. That was an extremely risky move from Armani. This Roach might get oh yeah, okay. He does get away. Now, I think Armani's window might be past here. As he's pretty much on top of everything. That didn't actually kill Impact's Overlord. That's kind of funny. I think it was slightly off there. But you know what? So far, pretty damn close. But Armani does have that 6-worker league. But Impact has the upgrade advantage, though. +2 to the only +1. And that's actually a massive role in these Roach Wars. Okay. It's kind of a standstill right now. Both of them pretty much have the same reinforcement speed at this point. Just because Armani has the Nidus right there, pumping out more roaches, whereas the roaches for Impact are actually popping out from from the third base as well. The mutas are out at this point. They might try to counterattack, strangely enough, as he tries to defend this. So he wants to take care of this standstill by doing a little bit of a counterattack with these mutas. Now, is there any actual defense at this natural? No, there isn't. There's actually no Spore Crawlers anywhere, and I don't think Armani even knows about any of this Spire Tech. And he's avoiding all the Overlords. He knows where they are. And all he has to do is hold this top base. He's going to go into the natural here. He's going to start actually doing some damage to the economy of Armani. And all of a sudden, that economy league is starting to dwindle for him. And it can only go downhill from here. Armani does not have many mutas, but they do damage. He's going to try and shove his way into the third base. But, I mean, this is not going to work right now. The arc is fantastic for impact, and he just keeps pushing him back with the Biles. Even with the Queen support as well. And man, still more drones going down. Now, there's a Spore Crawler finally at every single base, but he did what he needed to do. Armani is down to 45 drones to 51 of Impact. And now Impact not only has an upgrade advantage, but also has an economic advantage as well. 3 Roach squad here tries to take care of the Nidus, but doesn't quite get it. He is going to get it now, though. And he goes for the full surround here. And Impact takes game 1. Very nicely done. I don't know why, but I stopped the recording there. GG's indeed. Thank you very much, Extreme Nation. Or Extreme Xeon, never mind. I don't know why I said Extreme Nation. Extreme Xeon. Game 2, let's go.